On April 4th, 1968, in Indianapolis, Indiana, John F. Kennedy gave a speech to the black community regarding Martin Luther King's death. So the fact that none of the black community knew about King's death made this top news very sensitive, and Robert Kennedy needed to be careful on what he said in order to maintain peace between the white community and the black community. Now here's Dan.
Alright, so Rich, with Robert F. Kennedy's speech, what do you think he uses in his speech to appeal to the audience and convey his point?
Well, I think when he says in paragraph 5, when he says, "I had a member of my family killed," he speaks about his brother. And he really downplays this because instead of saying this is the president who is being killed or even his brother, he just says a member of his family has been killed. And then he goes on, he's saying, was killed by a white man, and he really doesn't have hatred for a white community, and the blacks shouldn't have hatred for a white man who killed Martin Luther King, and therefore that blacks and whites should coexist with each other. Do you find anything else that was interesting about this speech, Dan?
Yeah, paragraph 7, he uses a lot of, he goes, what we need in the United States is not division. What we need in the United States is not hatred. What we need in the United States is not violence or lawlessness, but love and wisdom and compassion toward one another and a feeling of justice toward those who will suffer when in our country, whether they be white or black. He really, lays the point down, his main idea of what he's trying to convey to the people by using repetition, basically, by saying we can't divide, we have to stick together, we can't hate, and then he provides a concept saying, but we have to love and use wisdom and compassion toward another, and no matter whether you're white or black.
So you're saying that's the main idea of the point by using repetition to express this?
Yeah.
Oh, hey guys. Number 28. To keep his speech from leading to violence, RFK makes use of which of the following? Well, the first one is constantly repeating King's name and his desire for unity between races. And he does that by alluding to Martin Luther King's name in multiple paragraphs. The second bullet point is an ethical appeal based on the power of religion. And RFK does this by asking to say a prayer for the Luther King family and the whole black community. And the third bullet point says, emphasizing a common bond to show the connection between himself and his audience. And he does this when he says that his brother was also killed. So they really have like a bond or connection going. So that's why the answer is E, 1, 2, and 3.